Hey guys, welcome back. So this one's going to be real quick and simple. I get asked all the time, what kind of gear do I bring out for mini sessions and what kind of bags do I use or lenses and just everything that I'm bringing to a mini session. Now, by definition, what is a mini session? Well, I exactly don't know the exact definition of a mini session, but how I categorize a mini session is I will bring out a client, usually a family, and I will shoot anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll deliver anywhere from 25 to 50 photos. Now, I over deliver all the time on my mini sessions. It's just something that I do, but I just try to run through different poses and more just creating images from them that is going to be more candid moments. I don't like to really pose a lot of people. I will pose families and I will do some pose shots, but I really like to have families interact with each other and just kind of circle around and work around them and capture those moments for my mini sessions. And my clients really seem to like that, but that's another session and another video that I'll have to make. But this one here is on the gear that I use for mini sessions. So first thing is first, I'm usually using my Sony A7IV. I find the A7IV to be a fantastic camera for mini sessions. 33 megapixels, plenty of resolution for cropping and just various type of photos that I need. And plus the files are not huge like they are on my A7R body. So I'll use the A7IV, but I will always bring a second camera. It used to be the A7R, but for my second camera now, I'm using it right now to video, would be the A7C Mark II. I'll have that as well as either a B camera or just a backup, God forbid, my A7IV fails. Now that's always a smart tip. Always bring a second camera, because the last thing you want is to be getting paid for a gig and on location and you're not close to your home, and even if you are, to have to stop everything and just tell these people that you can't continue because you don't have any more cameras or your camera broke. So have a second camera. It doesn't have to be as good as your first camera, but you have to be able to use it in an emergency. So what am I using? I'm using my Peter McKinnon 8L Sling. I absolutely love this bag. I think this is the perfect bag for street photography, for travel photography, and I also love it for shooting mini sessions. One of the big benefits of this bag is obviously it's waterproof, it's water resistant, it's really made tough, and it's got a nice exterior shell to it. But also this type of style bag where it creates this working space, this shelf, okay? So basically you can go in the bag, grab out your lens or whatever you need, and you can lay your other lens right in here, like a 70 to 200. There you go, 70 to 200 while you're switching lenses. And you don't have to sit here and worry about whether or not, you have to hold all your lenses while you're doing a quick change. It just kind of stays right in here, just like that. If you want to, I'll get into that in a second. If you want to close it without zippering it, you can. It has this cord right here that mounts right on this little latch. And it keeps the bag closed. Okay, so I often run like this on minis, and then I'll just pull this open if I have to get to things and go right from there. But it's great. It's got compartments you could set up however you would like. And then it also has some, zippered compartments right here on the inside. I'm trying to do this with the light. I'm using all natural light today, so I apologize. And it has some card slots, and it has some battery slots. And it even has some slots here right in the front that I use for, using my business cards. I think it's always a smart idea to bring business cards on a shoot, and, something that you can hand your clients or hand other people. Here's the tip: to hand other people your card while you're working. I can't tell you how many times that I'll be shooting a mini session and somebody will be like, oh, it's such a great day for pics. Oh, that's great. We have to do pics. And they'll have this little reminder with their own family that they need to take images or hire a photographer. And here I am right there ready to go. And I can just simply give them my card and, hopefully grab another client. But this is a fantastic bag. So what do I put in this bag for my mini sessions? Usually I'll keep my second body in the car because I don't want to have to carry all this stuff. And I'm usually not too far away from my vehicle to get my second body if I need that. But right off, usually I'm starting with the A7IV, and usually I'm shooting with the 85. So I choose to use the Sigma 85 1.4 DGDN. I absolutely love this lens. I think it is a fantastic lens. I talk about it enough on my channel, and I just think it's great for those shots where, you know, you want to be able to get full body and maybe even chest up portraits, but something that you're looking at, you know, getting very sharp and very isolated subject separation. The 85 is phenomenal. So especially if you want to do a full body kind of, you know, image, the 85 is just beautiful. The bokeh is gorgeous on it. Quick note, if I seem like I'm all over the place, I don't script my YouTube videos. This was something that I did from day one starting my channel, is I bring you the information right from my head, from my heart. I try to tell you honestly without bullshitting you. And that's always been my approach. I don't script anything out. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to tell you the gear that I use and why I use it and why it works for me. If it works for you, then a home run for everybody, right? If it doesn't, I respect your position on that as well. You may have something else that works a lot better. But for me, this is what works for me, and I'm always just going to bring it to you guys straight and honest. So after the 85, what would be my second choice would be my 50 millimeter 1.2. I love this 50 millimeter 1.2. This is not the 1.4, which is a lot smaller. That lens would work perfectly as well, but I choose to use this 50 1.2. I love this. And when will I use that? I'll use that for when I have more than one subject. Maybe I have the whole family involved. I'm shooting, you know, 3 or 4 people in a, you know, a large area where I want to encompass some of the environment. I want to show where the people are. I want to show them interacting with the location that they're at, whether it's the beach or they're in, you know, the foliage, like in the woods. And I'll use that 1.2. I'll also use that 1.2 to kind of get some close-ups as well. I just love the separation that this lens has, and it's really, really sharp, even at 1.2, and the focusing is phenomenal, and it's just a gorgeous lens, and I can't recommend this lens enough. And my last lens that I will bring, and I don't use it that much, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people do, and it seems to be their go-to for sessions like this, but I really don't use it that much, and that's the 70-200. Now, you know, I have the Sony. This is the version 1, I believe. I don't have the version 2 with the aperture ring. This is the version 1. It was priced right for me. I bought this used because it's a very expensive lens, and, you know, to be honest with you, the first one that I got, this outer ring on the top here, was kind of separated. So it did have an issue. I brought it right back to, I believe it was B&H that I bought this from, and they just replaced it with a new lens. So it worked out great for me. But the 70-200 is a great lens. It's a big lens. When will I use the 70-200? I use the 70-200 when people are at a distance and want to create that isolation, that separation, you know, when they're walking. Like the whole family is walking as a group together, like on the beach, or it's a couple walking and I have them talking to each other. And I want to create that distance, and I want to have that shallow depth of field. 70-200 is fantastic for that. I do really enjoy this lens, but it's a specialty lens for me. It's not something that I use all the time. A handful of photos with this lens, and then it goes back in the bag. Like I said, most of my shots are with the 85 1.2. I could probably show up with a mini session, and it has been done where I only shot this, the 80 millimeter, the 85 millimeter. I haven't used anything else. So you can get it all done with a nice 85. If you get yourself a really solid 85, you can get it done. And I'm not always shooting the 85 at a 1.4. Sometimes I shoot the 85 at f2. So you could get the 85 1.8 version in your camera manufacturer, third-party lens, whatever it may be. Save yourself some money. You're still going to get that look. A lot of times I will shoot this at f2. It's kind of funny that I say that because you can see from my last session that it's already on f2 right now. So that's where I left off. That's, you know, where I shot it last. So that's kind of what I bring. Obviously, I'm bringing extra batteries. I bring 1 to 2 extra batteries. I always bring an extra card or two because you don't want to have a card fail. And again, it's one of those things of just bringing insurances. If you're showing up for a paid gig, you want to make sure that you're not putting the client out because you can't finish your job. So extra body, extra batteries, extra cards, okay? And just have stuff set. What do I use for a sling? I almost forgot. Let me grab it. Okay, for a sling, this is what I'm using. I'm using the Peak design. I like the Peak designs. I think they're great. But I'm really not using it for the quick detached dongles that you see here that Peak design is known for. I'm using it with the Fallcam F38. I love Ulanzi's or Fallcam's gear. I think it's fantastic. I use their tripods, and I have their system on everything. And this is a great system because it just simply, it goes right on and off. It clips right on. You hit this little button, comes right off. And if you hit this button and rotate it, it locks in so the camera can't come off. But this is fantastic. It's from the bottom. It's great. It's real quick. You can take it right back off the camera leash here or the camera strap and work low or however you want to. And it's great just that it clips right back on. I have it for everything. You'll notice that even on my 70-200, I have that system right on the bottom. These little plates, the F38 quick detached plates are just fantastic. I hope this was helpful. I know it was kind of quick, kind of run the gun. That's kind of the style of content that I bring you. If you have any questions or any comments, please fire them down below, and I will always answer you the best that I can. Like and subscribe. And if you like the images that you see in this video, they are all done with my Filmic presets, my Lightroom presets that you can find on the website or in the links below. And again, thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next one.